Now, in today's class, we are going to analyze the market. And if you have opportunity to trade, I'm going to place one or two trades. If we have opportunity. Because I'm using my account, I'm not using demo account. So I can't say because I want you to see how I'm buying and selling, then I'll place a trade at loss. My money is on the fire. Okay? But I'm going to do analysis, and I'm going to show you when you see opportunity how you can use the software to manage. That's number one. Number two, the software I gave you need what we call a VPS. Okay? There are two types of VPS we have. We have free VPS. We have paid VPS. I'm using paid because I'm doing business. But like $100 people that just want to learn, I will send you a video of how you can set up a free server. Okay? I will send it today. Please, if you don't see me sending by 8, 9, 10 today, I know you, brother. You won't let me rest. So I like you. Make sure you keep on reminding me in the group. Don't come to back end. Don't come to talk to me with your private something. Come to the group and say, we are waiting for the free VPS setup. Then I send the video to the group. So you don't necessarily need to buy. But you are going to watch that video and set those free VPS up. What is VPS? We call it virtual private server. It has internet, it has electricity for 1 year. If you are not paying, everything is there for you. The only internet you need is your phone to connect to it, to enter it. And when you enter it, you can come out. But your phone needs data to connect to it. You understand? So the reason why you are going to use VPS is that when the software is running, internet must not drop. It must be 24/7 on internet when the software is running. So, and remember, even when load shedding happen in my place, all my network doesn't work properly again. The only call, I can only do call, internet, WhatsApp, everything says. So, for you not to risk your money, maybe you are in the market, load shedding happen, the money is gone. The money is not gone, but you are risking your money because you don't know what is going to happen. So that's why you have to have VPS. So today I'm going to send VPS to the group, and so in that, having said that, the settings we have already get acquainted with the interface. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I'm using one screen, for me to be able to see it properly, I'll press F11 on my keyboard. Yes.
According to what you said now, even if I set my date to 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and I'm using VPS, after 5 minutes, what would happen?
Nothing will happen. You are trading. Because there's internet on your VPS, there's electricity on your VPS. No shedding. No, there's no load shedding.
What I mean is, I set my trading to 30 minutes, and I don't have electricity to access what I did.
But your phone is always
You can
charged.
access it via your phone. That's why I was talking about you getting data on your phone, right? Let's say your internet is off, right? Your laptop has gone off, but you can still connect on your phone. Yeah. So you can.
Yeah, you can stop. You can go and stop it. You can, because that's why on the video I said to you, don't trade on your phone because it's too tiny. But when emergency happens, you can use your phone to stop the trade. Okay. So now we have a big screen, a little bit big screen. Then I want to put my time frame because I'm using time frame analysis here. So I put my time frame. So to make my screen bigger, I want to drive. Let me see if I can put. Okay, that's the only way I can be. Okay, now let's like I said, as a day trader, I want to start analyzing market from daily chart. What did you see here? If you look at this green bar, it's a big support, telling me that market will turn there. And if you look at it, what's happening here? Market turn. You see, market is coming down, and when it hits here, it turns. Sometimes it's fair. There's nothing 100% in the market. You just need to know what you're doing. So now, let me try to scroll towards my left side and see, maybe I can see opportunity to show us another thing. Okay, because I can't show because of I've not off that screen scroller. But today's market is here. If you look at it, you see. So now I want to look at what happened in 4 hours because I want to use higher time frame. Actually, we don't need to do that because if you look at our ADX bar and EMA bar, has already shows us what is happening in each time frame. Look at the daily, it's telling us that daily is selling. And why did he say it's selling? Because if you look at here, this is the last signal that came out in daily, and no other one has ever came out. So we see selling here. But the reason why we are checking manually ourselves is because to know maybe there's a support where in those time frame, so that we don't just enter market blindly. So now in daily chart we have seen support, which is a demand zone. We call it demand zone. Now we go to 4 hours. What do we see here? 4 hours telling us that okay, here the market has reached a zone, resistance zone. And what do we do? What do we say? You can't buy into the resistance. Look at what is happening here. Let me go back here. Daily said market is going up. It has turned going up. Okay? That means if you want to use daily alone, what do? We buy. Then what happened here? There's a resistance that's telling us that market may not break it. And if market doesn't break it, what happened? Selling. That's why sometimes some people will say, immediately I'm buying. Market starts selling. Maybe broker is watching me. Broker is not watching you. Broker doesn't watch you. It's only you don't do your analysis. You enter where there's a turning point. Market want to turn back. So that's why analysis is very okay. So now, if you now ask me, Ola, which one do I follow? I will tell you that if it is me, I will respect 4 hours. Okay? So now, what else do I need to do here is I will now come to 4 hours. Yes, I want to draw a line. So I put a drawing line. So I want to make it up again. So I click on this and I come here. I put resistance here. This is where I saw resistance. Now, okay? Is it clear to every one of us? We saw resistance here. Price resistance. I put it here. Let me make it a little bit up because if you look at the price here, I want to put it on top of that one. So I'll come to 1 hour. All I want is where do I enter this market? Once you know where to enter, you enter in the right place. You're going to make something out of the market. So when I get to 1 hour, what did I see? Look at the price. Price is telling me that, you see, that it's coming to sell. This is selling signal. You see, this dot. One is red, is telling that market is selling. When it is green, it's telling you the market is buying. So now, I saw it. And what happened? I saw another support here. And this support alone tells me that market can turn back here. Market can turn back here. And market can break it. But if it breaks, I want it to be broken. You understand? So, because you just started, somebody like me, I don't have a problem, but somebody who just started a plain sheet of paper and said, in daily time frame, buy. In 4 hours, sell. In 1 hour. What kind of decision do you do here? What kind of decision are you going to make when you see something like this? Okay? Okay? Then. Okay, Tandy?
When it breaks.
Good. This is a confusion.
When it breaks.
This is confusion. Yeah, the signal told us to buy, the signal told us to sell. But look at what here. We are within a cage.
Between the zone.
If we are, okay, I get you and I see that it says sell, and so when we are in between here,
Yeah.
we don't do anything.
Because it's
The market
confusing.
already moved for quite some time.
Yeah, if it is here, look at this distance. If it is somewhere here, the distance is what to risk. But look at here, it's in between. You don't even know, you can't even decide. No, the software told us that probability that it's going to sell is high. But as a trader, you want to use your own initiative.
And when you also look at the 1 hour time frame,
See?
that period, it's in consolidation.
Yeah.
It's ranging.
And you can look at this. Market is not really, it doesn't really. So in this kind of a place, what do? You quit. You just stay out of the market.
Every signal.
It's not every signal you trade. So now I'm not going to talk about pounds USD for today. What do? I go to look for another exchange pair. So now I'm going to Euro USD. If you see Euro USD, what did you see? Market is buying. Good. It's fair enough because there's a distance between this and this. There's a big distance. In fact, market cannot move like that. So I will now come to 4 hours. What did 4 hours telling us? Everything is quiet. It told us that market is buying. You understand? The last signal that came out is where is what? No. It's buying. It's buying. So, okay, that's why we saw buy. That's the last signal that came out here. Okay? So let's try 1 hour. What does 1 hour tell us? Market is selling. Look at this resistance. Look at this resistance. Market pulled back here. Okay? And the signal tells us it's selling. So, you want to ask a question, Afa?
Yeah, I'm a bit lost. Yeah. On the time frame,
Yeah.
when you say 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, does it mean when you place your trade until after 1 hour before you can go back and see if you have made gain or loss?
No. You can, that, you see, on 1 hour, every candle you see is what market does in 1 hour.
Okay,
The whole candle is 1 hour. So what we are
it's not those small, it's not all of them together.
No. You see this small, you see this tiny one? Yeah. It's 1 hour. It takes 1 hour for that candle to fall. Okay. If we say 5 minutes, that means any candle you see there, it takes them 5 minutes to fall.
5 minutes.
So now,
And if you say day, it means it takes
the whole day, 24 hours before that candle falls.
It represents the whole day.
Yeah. So now, let's come back to day. Now, what do we want to do? Let's we are on daily. We don't see any support and resistance. Let's come back to 4 hours. If it is me, I don't do all this, but I'm showing you something. If it is me, I'll just look like this. I make a decision. If you look at this, you see that it's telling us maybe you want to go buy, and the last signal is buy. Let's come to 1 hour. 1 hour shows us something here. And what is it? It's telling us that it's want to sell, and this is resistance. And when there's a resistance, we can buy into some resistance. So definitely, we have notified day and 4 hours. Because in 1 hour, there's a barrier for price not to keep on going up. So let's now go to 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you saw the same thing. But 30 minutes is telling you that there's another thing here. A barrier as well. So from here, we can conclude that it's confusing as well. Because if 30 minutes doesn't have this, we can say, okay, we want to sell. Okay? This analysis is very good. We are looking for where there's a smooth riding. In all of them. And we might see, we might not see. But I'm going to show you something. The robot, if you mistakenly place a trade, the robot can correct it. That is very, very important why I'm introducing the software for you. It can correct it, but you have to make sure that you make a mistake, not that you intentionally do it. So now let's try 15 minutes. See, 15 minutes is even telling us that this market is going to turn back because you can see it's bad. But it's not solid. I'll tell you why what I meant by it's not solid, because you see, the higher time frame has more reliable information than the smaller time frame.
Is it true that the markets always respect the day?
The market respect the day more than
More
4
than
hours.
any other. It's always
They respect 4 hours more than 1 hour. Respect 1 hour more than 30 minutes. So what we normally plan to do is, when we look at the day and 4 hours, we want all the lower time frame that will support 2 of them for our entry. Okay? Yeah. So now, what if you ask me that, Ola, what do you think I can do as a trader? I will not touch this PM. It's confusing. It's not look straightforward for me. So I will not to go to another London market, which is Eurocard. Let's try Eurocard. What does Eurocard tell us in the daily? It's telling us that there's resistance. So I want to put a bar here that, okay, I want it to break. Okay? Then let me come to, and let me draw a line here where the market is. Market is on this last candle. This last candle. Then let me come to 4 hours. Actually, if you look at here, 4 hours will be buying, because you see, two of them should buy signal. But what we are looking for is that buy, is it free or there's support or resistance? So now, if we come back to 4 hours, look at 4 hours is the buy started here and it has reached up. So we're still looking at the buy. Let's come to 1 hour. What does 1 hour say? 1 hour said, okay, guys, I'm coming down. You see, it has shown selling. Okay, so let's come and see. And you see that selling as a freeway up to this place. Okay, you see, it got freeway up to this place. There's no barrier. So now let's look at 30 minutes. What does 30 minutes does the same thing? Let's look at 15 minutes. 15 minutes gave us more clarity. That's okay. I want to start. There's a strong barrier here. You understand? So, but if you look at 1 hour, 4 hours and daily, they said we must buy. But if you look at 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, they said we must sell. But the reason why 15 minutes say we must sell is that you can look at the barrier here. Okay? Look at this barrier, means we can give selling opportunity than buying. Okay? So, if you ask me, what will I conclude, following what do you conclude to do here? Can somebody tell me what you can do here? What is the decision we can make on this? Huh? Buy or sell?
So,
Why?
because that's a strong resistance, and it has repeated itself many times. And the market is overbought.
Okay, you know why I will consider selling as well? Is because if you look at this supply zone, it's a bit strong. It's a verified resistance. But sometimes you see it verifies support and retest. You see, the more you are seeing this, the more that place is very strong. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, if I say, okay, I want to sell here. If I want to sell manually, I will say sell and I'll put my stop loss on top here. But if I want to use software now, I need to come back to here. Then I need to come to my software, which is Expert. This is my Expert. I come here, I put the software here, and I say allow algorithm trading. Then I come to input. This you need to know how to do it. But now remember what decision we want to take. We said we want to sell. So this buy, we double click on it and change it to sell. And don't use anything above 0.01 lots. This is your money management for now. Then martingale level, yes, we want to risk. The risk level, look at this spread. This spread is 3 or 4. when you see it like this, it's trade spread. That means this is what you are going to pay the broker. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just put 30 pips in. I want 30 pips difference. Then here, I put, no, what did I put here? Risk level, no, sorry. Risk level, I want to tell the software that, software I want to sell, but if I made a mistake, the market go by, please close my trade at $0.1 cent. Because the market go against my wish. I don't want to use stop loss. Because stop loss means I will lose that money completely. But now I want to test the software that please protect my money, but give me 1 cent. So I'm going to put 0.0, no, okay. 0.1. Oh, sorry, this one is 2. My risk level is 2. That means I want to place sell is one trade. But if market go against me, then you play the second trade. Don't, starting from the second trade, I want just only 1 cent. That's what I'm telling the software now. Then I'll come to the laws that say risk level close money in dollars. I want just 1 cent. 0.01. Then the edging distance that you want, which distance do you want between failed trade and the normal trade? You understand? I said I normally use 25, 20, 25, 30. But let's say I said I want 20 pips. That means if there's no but, that means if let's say this is a trade, I'm selling it, sorry. I want to sell A. Then I'm telling software that if this fell, when I sell it's supposed to be coming down. But market started going against me. And it goes against me 30 pips or 20 pips. Please quickly buy. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Then if you buy for 0.01 here, please double the buy, 0.02. And close the profit for me 1 cent. But if it goes my way, if it goes the way I analyze, I want only 10 pips profit. If I say 10 pip profits, you remember 0.01 is 10 cents. 10 cents times 10. What does it give us? $1. Just give me $1 from this trade. I don't take $1 in the market, but I will take it because of what I'm telling you. So now, hour of trade, I want 24 hours. Then I scroll down. Maximum drawdown, leave it that way. Magic number, leave it that way. I will explain all those one later. Then manual confirmation, true. If I set manual confirmation to true, immediately the software close profit at 1 cent or $1. It will not place another trade. It won't wait for me to tell him that, okay, buy another one or sell another one. But if I say manual confirmation is false, immediately it close 1 cent or $1. It plays another trade towards the direction of the no. I put sell. It will buy another. It will sell it. It will sell again. But that means I've put manual confirmation false. Manual confirmation is when robots now say, okay, I've made 1 cent. Hello, master. Can I continue trading? If you say yes, you continue. If you keep quiet, robot 2 will keep quiet. If you now say manual confirmation false, that means you said, I want to be selling. But if market goes against me, take profit of 1 cent. Then it would trade. When you make $1 per, place another trade. When you make 1 cent, place another trade. That one is risky because you didn't analyze market properly. I normally use that one to trade if I have a lot of money. Like $10,000, $5,000. I use manual confirmation false. Until I come back home and I look at it and say, no, this trade, it won't go well. Manual confirmation true. You understand what I'm saying? So we are wasting time because we're supposed to place the trade, but I'll put manual confirmation true. Then checking closing one of the orders first. I'll check it, I'll put it to true. What am I trying to say here? Is that if Robert closed one trade it should leave the losing trade. No, I don't want that. What I want is, if this one is now positive, this one is negative. Robert, remove negative and positive. Immediately I got 1 cent profit. Close everything, including the negative and positive. But when you now remove negative from positive, you still get profit. So I'm going to set this one to be true. Then I come here, I say close target money, false.
Go back to the end. Your hand, come up. We were selling, right? And then it went down, and we asked the robot to automatically when it
reach $1, you should close profit. I never trade again if you put manner confirmation to true.
So if the market goes against us and then you ask us to open the buy, so now when it opens the buy, does this remain or does it close this?
It doesn't close it. It's going to put that negative float there. But you see, if the buy keep on going on, it keep on increasing the profit. Then it will not. Then the software will not be checking the difference between both of them. Immediately, the difference is 1 cent. It close 2 of them, and
So you
save 1
close
cent.
in profit. So you close in profit. Yeah.
So now
Only of 1 cent.
only one. So now, close target money, we want it to be true because we want to set a target money there for the software to close. Okay. So here, if we are choosing 10 cents per trade and we choose 10 pips, that is $1. So we put $1 here. So you can see here, it said emergency exit, false. I normally put it at false because I'm the one that developed this. What is going on in my mind when I'm trading is what I'm coding. So for now, we are going to put it false. When you become a big trader, you will try to know what is happening there. Okay. So now if I said okay, then I look at everything is okay the way I want to set it. Then I say okay. Let's see all the software we deal. Oh my God, software didn't. And my mind told me to save. How many? Didn't I haven't I complicated things here? 86059. It's like I put a wrong one here. Okay, I won't talk again now, but I'll quickly set what I set before. Risk level. Risk level take money 0.01. Because everything I know, because it's what I use almost every time. So edging distance, let me put 20. Trading hours, 24 hours is fine. Confirmation true. This one should be true. This one should be true. I want $1 here. Okay. For me not to make a mistake, I can say I want to save these settings. If I say save, I'll put there 20 pips. 20 pips. Just to let me understand the settings, what I did. So I can say save. Okay? Then I can say, okay. Now, what do you see? Oh my God, what is happening today? EA is not working on this. Did I compile wrong email? That means this EA2 is wrong. I compiled a wrong email. I don't know why. Let me try it again. Now you can see now that I put it again, but I don't need to put all the settings. I'll just come to load settings. This is my list settings. I'll load it. I want to see what is happening.
Do you want to try it now?
I'll come. Okay. Okay.
Try with mine.
Okay. Bring yours because I compiled. Now, which currency am I analyzing? You didn't select it for me.
Go to the end. It's EuroCAD, I think.
Which one is this? Which one is this?
That one is. It's the one.
This is your screen.
It's the one. I made it smaller. It's the one.
It's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is your software? This is it? I think. Okay, let me put it. Okay. Okay. This is another version
Can
of
you
this.
record here? Remember you were recording.
So let me stop recording here.
It will end in the middle. It's fine.
even sleeping yet they want to make millions.